Good morning, welcome to the Biznation Breakfast Club with me, Henry Winter. And first, on to this week's top story. The Robinhood meme stock saga has continued to evolve this week, with the retail trading platform forced to seek out a massive injection of cash. It's now raised over $3 billion since last Thursday in an effort to sustain its operations. Let's take a quick recap. Robinhood has been at the centre of a chain of events that have seen so-called meme stocks, popular among users of online forums such as Reddit, like Gamestop and AMC, travel to the moon, only to fall victim to that old saying, what goes up must come down. To give you an idea of the unpredictability of these stocks, here's a look at how the share price performance of GameStop and AMC has compared to the S&P 500 since the turn of the year. Now, with all this volatility, Robinhood has been required to increase its deposits at clearinghouses, hence the need for fresh cash. A clearinghouse acts as a middleman between buyers and sellers. They make sure that the buyer transfers the funds to the seller and that the seller transfers the security being sold to the buyer. There's a time lag between when a share is purchased and when the transaction clears. With extra volatility in share prices, clearinghouses require more money from trading platforms like Robinhood to make sure they can make good on the transaction even if the share price plummets. While many retail traders may have already moved on from GameStop and AMC, we think they have shown themselves as a force to be reckoned with. It'll be exciting to see how this one develops. Wheels Up, the private aviation startup, is set to go public via SPAC in a deal which will value the company at around $2 billion. You may recognise some of the financial backers, which include Serena Williams and Lance Armstrong.
Not Lance, no.
No Lance. You may recognise some of the financial backers, which include Serena Williams and others. Wheels Up offers online bookings of private jets, an industry which hasn't really had the same setbacks as its commercial and cargo counterparts. According to data from Elite Traveller, flights that aren't commercial or cargo are at around 85 to 90% of their 2019 levels. But is there really any demand for this kind of thing? Well, their CEO Kenny Ditcher, not a great last name for the CEO of a plane company, believes the demand is there and that it's not being met. The problem the startup aims to resolve. Ravi Thakran, who sits on the board of directors, told CNBC 90% of people who can afford to fly have not flown private jets, and 90% of those private jets are sitting idle. As an alternative to a conventional IPO, a company can choose to go public by merging with a SPAC, or Special Purpose Acquisition Company. As a SPAC has no operations, it can IPO very quickly and easily. This can be a drawn-out and expensive process for an already operating company. After the SPAC becomes public, all it has to do is merge with the operating company. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos has announced he's stepping down as CEO. The $1.7 trillion empire was originally a humble bookstore, and even more surprisingly, Jeff Bezos used to have hair. Nowadays, of course, Amazon does a hell of a lot more than books, and Jeff Bezos doesn't have hair. The company will be in safe hands, with Andy Jassy, the Amazon veteran who currently heads up its cloud computing division, set to take over. The move will enable Bezos to give more attention to other personal projects such as Blue Origin, his space exploration company. Amazon also recently posted record quarterly revenues of $125.6 billion. This value is up more than 40% from the year prior, and as such, Mr. Bezos says now is a better time than any to make the transition, as he believes Amazon is at its most inventive ever. The company's share price held steady on the news. You may remember at the back end of 2020, Sir Philip Green's company Arcadia fell into administration. Now, although you may not have heard of Arcadia, it's the owner of some pretty big household names. Well, the good news is ASOS has agreed to buy some of those brands in a deal said to be worth roughly £295 million, including Topshop, Topman and Miss Selfridge. There was, however, no mention of the thousands of employees who work at the brands and what the future holds for their jobs. And finally, it's hard not to get wrapped up in Tesla mania, but it's not all well and good in Tesla land. Tesla land? Tesla. The company's going to have to recall over 100,000 Model S and Model X vehicles in the US due to faulty touchscreens, which regulators believe could increase the chances of crashing. The news comes after the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration sent Tesla a letter requesting the recall in January. Tesla's stock price stayed pretty stagnant after this emerged, which pretty much confirms what we knew before. Elon Musk is untouchable. Well, that's all we have time for this week here at the Biznation Breakfast Club. If you haven't already, pop across to our website and sign up so you don't miss next week's edition. All you have to do is pop in your email. And don't worry, we're not going to spam you or anything like that.
That's what a spammer would say.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.